If you guys need some cheap and reliable coins, man, check out my sponsor, AOEAH.com, for the cheapest coins on the market, man. Use my code BREE for 3% off your order. Hey y'all, we're back with another tier list video, man. This will be the first time I've did an actual tier list when it comes to ranking players in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. If you guys like this version of me ranking cards, or you like the top 10, I just do the best 10, go over the stats and abilities, you gotta leave in the comment section down below. I want to try something new. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the best quarterbacks, in my personal opinion, in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. We have a total of at least 26 quarterbacks. So I have used at least everybody, or at least majority of everybody on this list. So my opinion is pretty valid. So yeah, we're basing off release, this kind of ability, speed, and stuff like that. So a lot of things you take into consideration when you're picking for a quarterback. I always tell you guys, quarterback is the only position on the theme team that you can essentially cheat at, and you wouldn't be penalized. So let's talk about from the lowest overall to the highest overall. Coming at number 1, we're going to have Aaron Rodgers. I think personally at this point of the year, he would honestly be A or B tier, but I think because he's a little outdated, a little slow, he gets set feet lead for cheap, gunslinger, he doesn't get hot rod master for some of you guys. I don't think he gets a discounted fearless. You don't get those 3 abilities that you usually can get on these newer cards. I'm going to put him at right now, I think at the C tier, because he does have one of the best releases. You can't stop on gunslinger. Maybe just the lack of throw power probably, but besides that, I think if you're still looking on a budget, I still play a lot of Aaron Rodgers even still to this day. Jimmy G, I think for right now, Trey is this is the only card I think on this list I haven't tested out. Trey speaks very great of this release. I looked at his abilities, wasn't nothing too great. Nothing really amazing discounted, but release is great. I think he has Josh Allen's release, so whenever we get another updated card, or whenever we get another card with this release, I probably can look and see. He will probably be in that A tier, probably B to A tier, just depending on the discounted abilities and the speed. But overall, that release is actually really good. Ryan Fitzpatrick, generic 3. I think for the budget, he'll probably be low end B tier, truly, in my personal opinion. He was free at the time, and I had no regrets. I think I had Elway or I forgot what quarterback I had at the time. He'd probably be at the low end of B tier. I think honestly is a really solid quarterback to have. You got gunslinger, I think set feet lead. So overall, one of the best quarterbacks at the time that was like not named John Elway. Michael Vick, generic 3, left-handed. He gets some solid discounted abilities. If you want to be left-handed, and I hate left-handed quarterbacks, there's only like a couple of left-handed quarterbacks I will use in this game. You have to have the best release, but I think still solid. They updated his release before generic 3 he had. It was trash, but I would just put him in C tier. I think right now maybe he can go maybe B. Tua Tagovailoa, very similar to essentially Michael Vick. Maybe it's the lower end, just doesn't get those, I think, pass it elite for cheap. I could be wrong, but if whatever Vic's at, you got to put Tua at. They're damn near identical, almost same overall, left-handed, same release. Really can't say much when it comes to that. Baker Mayfield, I want to put a B. I do, because when I tested the card out, I fell in love with the release, or that must have been somebody else. But truly, I'm gonna put him C tier. I think the card was not bad. People hate on this card for no reason. Truly, my personal opinion. I gotta see his stats again. I want to put him in B. I really do. But the Baker Mayfield, I think that card was actually pretty solid in my personal opinion. Drew Bledsoe, I'm gonna go B tier. I think the card was actually pretty solid too. I think it is, at the time, you had so many quarterbacks coming in within a week. I think he got shadowed by a lot of cards like Mahomes. Cam Newton came out, Tom Brady at the time as well. So a lot of cards was coming out around that time when he came out. Release was 50-50 love for me, truly my personal opinion. But overall, I think a solid quarterback at the time. Randall Cunningham, I'm going to go A tier. I'm going to go A. I want to go B, but I think generic 3, same release as the other major quarterback that recently just came out. And I told you guys even in Discord, but if you guys want to join Discord for advice, link in the description box down below. Gunslinger for 0, pass to the lead for 2. I think he gets fearless. So you'll be spending, I think, a total of 4 AP. Because Russ gets it for 3. So you're gonna spend a total of 4 AP for Gunslinger. Pass to the lead. Pass to the lead. And fearless. I think he gets high ride master, so I could be wrong, but with some good speed, I'm gonna put him in borderline A tier. Cam Newton F tier. I'm sorry, I love me Cam Newton in real life. The release generic 3 already has a cock back in some of them throws. You already have some what arguably at the time you can say just from me testing people out, that release was trash. Just looking at it. But you slap on no discounted good abilities, not even like a slinger. You give them all running back abilities. F tier, I wouldn't recommend using the card. Mahomes, I'm gonna go B tier for now. It's a love-hate relationship with that release as well. I do know that his releases, usually on the run, is usually the fastest in the game. But Mahomes, it's still a 50-50. It's a potential. He's gonna get MVP honors card. Will he get Super Bowl MVP? That's a question we're going to see. But I think borderline B tier. You can probably make the case for C tier, but I'm going to go B tier for now. I want to put him in A, but just me testing out the release and you just dealing with it sometimes, you can definitely notice it. Tom Brady. This Tom Brady's B tier. The card is great. Discount abilities. Solid release. I wouldn't say great. Solid release for traditional one. Gets built-in slinger for 0. You can get protected, fearless, or hot rod master. You can get a lot of stuff with this card. Truly is a really amazing card. It's just once you deal with some, you need to throw that ball deep and you deal with some pressure. I just couldn't get it off at times. It was driving me freaking crazy. John Elway, I'm going to go B tier. At the start of the game, and even to like maybe 2 months ago, S or A. I think right now at the start of this game, I think is you really rarely see no one even use this card, and he is affordable now, guys. No one really uses John Elway anymore, essentially because for one, he doesn't get nothing for 0. He's all 32 chemistry, so that's still a plus. It's like he might move up to A tier by the end of this tier list. But besides that, I think no one really uses this card anymore. I think he still gets Gunslinger for 1. Pass lead, fearless. So yes, you still get some discounted abilities. Just a little. I wouldn't. Can you really say outdated because he's a 96 and we're just not getting 97s? But I just think now at this point of the game, I think he'll probably be borderline B tier. Denard Robinson, I want to go A because he has Josh Allen's release. You know what? I'm gonna put him A tier. I'm gonna put. You know what? For now, I'm gonna put A. But if you got to put him there, I'm gonna put Elway in A tier for now. I'm gonna put Elway in A tier. Denard Robinson, when I tested the card out, when they updated his release and you give him Josh Allen's release, you slap on your pass elite, you have to slap on pass elite and fearless. He was slanging them up. I can admit he was slanging it. It was a really great release when I was using it. Had no problems with it. His price shot up, then it came back down once he got more quarterbacks. So wherever you get more quarterbacks for Slinger 4, they're definitely going to be in that borderline A tier, S tier, depending on their abilities. Daniel Jones, I'm going to B tier. I fell in love with the card when I tested him out. I don't care what nobody said. Same with Baker Mayfield. I don't see why he got the hate, truly my personal opinion. That card was really, really good. I forgot what his discount ability because there's so many quarterbacks. Daniel Jones was a solid quarterback. Just no one used him. Keep in mind, Team of the Week when it came out, a lot of those cards is always so overpriced. So that's why a lot of people really don't like to go pick them up. But I think Daniel Jones was a solid. I think he had traditional 6. So the card was pretty good, to my personal opinion. Steve Young, I love it. I hate left-handed quarterbacks. I hate left-handed quarterbacks. I really do. I really, really do. But when you slap on Slinger 3, you get passive lead for 2. You get Gunslinger for 1. You can potentially slap on Fearless. I think he gets High Ride Master, but I don't know for a discounted price. He's my current quarterback right now. I'm going to go with S tier. Anybody with Slinger 3 is going to be S tier for me personally. Mark Brunell, I'm going A tier. Slinger 3 as well. Left-handed, so that's the only thing. But has some good speed on him. Got some good abilities. Can't deny greatness with that. He was also using the MCS for the finals. You can't deny that Mark Brunell. If he was right-handed, I would recommend him some more. But for sure, Mark Brunell is A tier. Borderline S tier, might move it up a little bit more. Lamar Jackson, definitely S tier. Got the Truz, X Factor. You get Gunslinger, I think Pass lead, the leader, set fee lead. The great release, got the speed. Why not use Lamar Jackson, in my personal opinion? I think S tier with Slinger 3. Josh Jackson, I'll say this. The release is trash as well. I think I don't think no one else gets this release as well. But I will take those discounted throwing abilities over Cam Newton. I'll take that over that. He's trust me, he's F tier, but he ain't that much worse than Cam Newton. Trust me, I'll definitely do that. Kurt Warner, I'm gonna go C tier. Generic 3, don't get the great discounted abilities. He's slow. I was gonna put him in B tier, but I think C tier for him. He is an LTD. I can't recommend using that card. Truly, in my personal opinion, I couldn't recommend this card. That's just me. Next up, we have Matt Ryan. You think S tier because he had the same release as these three. I'm going to go A tier. Great release. Discounted ability is a little bit of F for me because he doesn't get past the elite of set elite for a discounted price. You still can get it for three or four. Three for set feed, four for pass elite. Gets quick draw for 0, which is actually pretty solid. But I just think about him not having that discounted set feed or pass elite, I gotta bump you down a little bit, down below just a little bit. But overall, he could be S tier. Truly, my personal opinion. The 96 overall Tom Brady, you got to put in the same tier as the Zero Chill LTD one. They're about similar, truly, my personal opinion. So don't blow your training out this. Think of it. If you want to compare your stats, you can. They're about identical, I think, in my personal opinion. Russell Wilson, whenever Randall Cunningham is at, you have to put him in A tier because they're about the same release. You probably can put him in high A tier. Truly, you put him in front if you want to, because him and Randall Cunningham had the same release. If you compare abilities, they both get Gunslinger for 0. One gets, they both get Pass Elite for 2. One gets Fearless for 1. One gets Fearless for 2. So you're paying a little bit more, like maybe 200-300K more, just to get Fearless for 1 less AP. So for some of you guys, really, you must need it. But keep in mind, I can't sit there and say, you know, it's kind of hard. Apples and oranges, truly, my personal opinion. Same release, maybe different traits, truly, but damn near identical abilities is just a bit. Identical abilities with the same release, so you can't really put them in S tier, A tier, B tier. You can't lower it because they're about identical. Joe Flacco. Oh man, I'm gonna go S tier. This is just something for me. This is my opinion from how I like to rock it out with it. I'll play a little bit more Joe Flacco's. You get, you know, your Slinger, it gets the best release. Slinger 1 is great for short to medium. That deep ball, you notice the windup on it. You really do. I want to put him A. I really do. But it's like you got to put Mark Brunell in S2 because they're about as similar. We'll change that. I might put him back down to A. But if you were to slap S, I think Joe Flacco would definitely be my guy. He's slow though. Actually, you know what? Nah, he gets it for 0. So Joe Flacco, I think he'll stay in S tier for me, in my personal opinion. K9, I mean K11, I keep calling this dude K9. I'm gonna go borderline B tier. I wouldn't put him in the C tier, just worse. Just for me testing him out. The abilities suck, yes. The release is also a love-hate relationship as well. Got some great speed on him. I just really hope. It's just it just comes down to their release with the deep ball for me because you like to run your play action shot seams, get the ball out. The ability to ruin this card. I think you can live with this release, in my personal opinion. Even though he's dirt shit cheap, you can live with that release. I think you can. Jalen Hurts, generic 3, very similar to these 3. But I'm going to bump him up to S tier. You probably say, why you put him in S tier? Well, he gets Pass Elite for 2. So you get the Gunslinger. I think he gets High Ride Master. And you can somehow get Fearless for those. So you can, does he even get High Ride Master? Y'all let me know in the comments. The reason why I put him in S is because he gets all NFC chemistries and he has great speed. That is the only reason why I'm putting him in S, is because of the NFC. He has all chemistries. If not, his ass would be in A tier with Russell Wilson and Randall Cunningham, in my personal opinion. I'm just going to put him there because I love the card. The throw power is amazing. I've seen him push the ball out where I've seen other quarterbacks have not been able to push that ball out without me just not high throwing it, just be throwing a regular pass and free for a minute. I'm going to put him in S tier just because of that. Tom Brady, I want to put him in A. I want to put him in A. I do. But you slap on the discounted abilities on this card. You put on the great speed, the great throws. I appreciate all the traits. Once again, I hate the deep ball on this card. But besides that, he's a great quarterback. He really is. I can't deny that. But like I said, with traditional 1, the deep ball on the bad boy, it's kind of hard to say, hey, go out there and spend 2 million coins. It's kind of hard to say that unless you're one of the credit card warriors or you happen to pull them from the free Twitch packs. It's hard for me to justify, like, hey, go ahead and spend the coins on that. Because I do believe there are alternative options better alternatives. I do think Joe Flacco, give me Flacco over Brady. Keep in mind for the value and the stuff that you get, a better release. But you can't deny Tom Brady. But this is my tier list. Let me know what you guys think about the comment section down below. If you guys want the old way I ranked cards, you also let me know as well. I wouldn't mind bringing it for you guys. But at the end of the day, this is the position where I can say you can truly cheat at this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I love you guys, man. I'm out. Peace.